Hello,
¿Qué es
welcome
la
back.
vida?
This is the Dead
Un
Day
frenesí.
Dawn. About to start
¿Qué es la
painting these
vida?
weapons here.
Una ilusión, una sombra, una ficción. Que toda la vida es sueño y los sueños, sueños son.
How long do you think before Sal starts putting his own together? Will he come for you? For Donovan? Maybe for me?
I don't know.
¿Qué es la vida? ¿Qué es la vida?
Oh,
¿Qué es la vida? Un frenesí. ¿Qué es la vida? Una ilusión, una sombra, una ficción. Que toda la vida es sueño y los sueños, sueños son. Sueños son. ¿Qué es la vida?
Alright, I gotta go talk to Donnie DeMarco.
down Santini's business. He ain't gonna be moving guns anytime soon. God damn, you make an impression, boy. Didn't mean no offense by that. Listen, it's not setting well with Santini that people think they don't have to pay for protection. And it sounds like no one trusts him to deliver on gun deals like usual.
Imagine that's got him pretty pissed off.
Got him, Enzo, and Marcano looking weak. Going over to the train yard. Santini's there now trying to figure out what the hell he's gonna do.
Been fun, Connie. Keep it tucked up out there.
If you don't get to Santini, Marcano will. Might as well put the poor bastard out of his misery. You stopped a lot of money from changing hands by breaking up Santini's little gun sale. Always got the impression old man Enzo was the decent type. Amazed he's lasted as long as he has. Kind of feeling like the moral of the story these days is keeping your ass as low to the ground as possible. Enzo's old school. Little too old school if you catch my drift. He don't retire soon, he's gonna be retired.
You think you're better than me? You ain't better than me! You hear me? You hear
Could
me?
never get into moving guns. You could do real time for that shit. Wonder what it'd be like to, you know, hop on one of those trains and just go.
We got a new one on the hit list. Enzo Conti, a long-time Marcano associate who runs waste disposal and rail-based smuggling out of Boston now. Enzo's seen it all and is still standing. His associate Paul Puppy Simmons, they call this dipshit Puppy because ladies thought he was so cute way back when. Now he's a sadistic fuck who'll do anything for a buck. Be careful about digging through the garbage of a city like New Bordeaux because you sure as hell won't like what you find. Besides illegal waste, Enzo's also been known to lean on rival garbage companies for protection money. Well, a little dossier prepared by John Donovan. Born and raised in South Downs, Enzo gets his start running a small stick-up crew during Prohibition. They go after Giuseppe Carlillo's bootleggers, who are smuggling rum into New Bordeaux via the Bayou. And before too long, Giuseppe catches up to Enzo. The old man must have seen something in him, though, because he offers Enzo a choice: work for the family or wind up in the shallow grave. Enzo takes the deal, but must not have set too well with him. In the summer of '34, when Sal and his brothers decide to bring down the Carrillo crime family, Enzo throws in with the Marcanos. For his help, Enzo gets control of Barclay Mills, rail yards, and waste disposal. May not look like glamorous, but to an ambitious guy like Enzo, it's a gold mine. In the years since, Enzo remains a steady presence in Barclay, a loyal soldier and cog in Sal's empire. An interesting note, Barclay's proximity to the Hollow put Enzo in contact with Sammy. Everyone else in Sal's organization might be virulent, racist fuck, but from what I hear, Enzo and Sammy were actually friends at one point.
Here we go again.
Now we have Tony DiRaggio, operating out of the top of Royal Hotel. Don't know much about him. Is it that little dossier? Everybody loved Tony's old man, Gianni D'Orazio. He owned a bar in South Downs, handed out free drinks on Christmas and New Year's, and handed some light gambling action back when Giuseppe Carrillo ran the city. A stand-up guy who by most accounts couldn't stand his kid. Tony was smart, but there was always something a little off about him. When a fucking brain thought, Tony graduates high school, gets a full ride to college, still twitchy but making something of himself. Hell, he's even on track to get his MBA. Except in 52, Gianni has a stroke and Tony comes back home, offers to run the bar while the old man recuperates. By early 55, Tony's running the operation and Gianni's dead. What happened? The local scuttlebutt is that Tony catches his old man skimming and cuts his throat. As you can imagine, Sal loves Tony. Sure, he's weird as fuck, but he knows how to manage the suits and politicians that populate City Hall. And he's practically a genius when it comes to numbers. He can launder money so thoroughly that everyone, even the feds, will insist that every cent is legit. Like I said before, though, don't underestimate him. He's so damn ruthless that no one, and I mean no one, ever thinks about fucking with him. Beneath the fancy suits and $100 haircut is a cold-blooded psychopath. Analysis. Thanks to his success, Tony's been able to hunker down in the penthouse of the Royal Hotel, and he doesn't leave very often. On the rare chance that he does, it's going to go bad for the other guy. Ooh, yeah, look at that. We got Tommy Mercano. Don't know much about him and his rackets. Dossier prepared by Donovan. While Sal, Lou, and Lucio were doing time upstate in Cordoba, Tommy Mercano was repeating the 6th grade for being delinquent. By the time Tommy graduates from high school, Sal's running the city and wants to send Tommy to college. Tommy, though, has other plans. He doesn't want to go to college. He wants in on the family business. So when Sal opens his casinos in Cuba in the late 40s, he puts Tommy in charge. Tommy heads down to Havana and by all accounts does a bang-up job. The money comes in like it's going out of style. The local police are pacified, and it seems like the good times will last forever. Unfortunately, Fidel Castro has other ideas. When he seizes control of Havana, he starts executing anyone who was even suspected of being allied with Batista. Tommy goes on the run and is protected by some cops who worked at one of the casinos, and then Frank Pagani smuggles Tommy's ass out of there. Once back in the US of A, Tommy makes it clear he wants South Downs, and Sal's more than happy to go along with it. Using the skills he developed in Cuba, Tommy consolidates and expands the type of gambling he offers and supplements that by hijacking trucks and selling the contents on the black market. Tommy's middle management. He comes in, sets things up, then sits back and lets other folks do the work. He's also got a real hard on for looking tough. A good and fucked up Pete said Teeny's gun racket. Now that he's back over at the Barkley train yard trying to get things back under control, I should pay him a visit. and that'll be in the next part. See you later.